I'm gonna try as hard as I can to speak Japanese like a native for 100 days. And I'll get my Japanese rated by a native on the last 100th day. As an Asian, I always envied Americans and Europeans because they could master other languages in a month. It seemed like the only advantage of being Asian was being good at math. But come to think of it, there was one language that I had advantage of. Japanese. While Japanese is one of the hardest languages for Europeans and Americans to learn, it is one of the easiest languages to learn for East Asians. So to catch up on the Polyglot Westerners who speak 5, 6, 7 languages, I'm gonna try as hard as I can for 100 days. Vamos! So I began with a little research on how to properly study a language fast and cheap. Following the advices online, I decided to begin with a basic book and free YouTube lectures. Then I'm gonna go over grammar while memorizing some vocabs. So day 1, I bought a book, a basic book, and a second-handed vocab book from my friend, and I'm ready. I can't be more ready than this. And I began with the most important part. Letters. Hiragana and katakana. Then I got discouraged a bit, cause I faced my first obstacle in kataganas. I couldn't tell difference between shi and tsu and and so. So I memorized the hiraganas first, then I asked my mentor, ChatGPT. And GPT taught me that the way you write those letters in katakana is similar to the way you write them in hiragana. I kind of got hang of it and could memorize Japanese alphabets on day 1. Day 2, I began working on kanji. Japanese have 3 scripts, hiragana, katakana, and kanji. I was down with 2 of them on day 1, but I still had to learn kanji to actually read Japanese. I understand basic kanjis as a member of East Asian community. I just have to learn how to read it Japanese way. One slight problem, Japanese have multiple ways to read one kanji, like why. Sei, shou, iki, ike, uma, nama for just one letter. It sucks, but I'm not gonna give up. Yet. Day 7, I finished the base book. And of course I kept it clean because I wanted to sell it as a second-handed book. And I got an ability to distinguish between shi and tsu in a second. Also, I kind of got hang up kanji. I decided to just memorize 2 important looking ways of reading and rest. I'll just memorize them while working on vocabs. So the past 2 weeks, I was just working on vocabs and kanjis, and I totally forgot that I was supposed to have a conversation. So I'm gonna start working on listening from now on, because I'm getting rated based on my Japanese conversation, right? And I found out that although I could read and write a bit in Japanese, I couldn't understand anything I heard. So I just repeated the same video over and over until I got hang of it. Day 20. I began working on N2 questionnaires, and although I got a lot of them wrong at first, I could understand more bit by bit. Day 30. I finished about 1,000 basic kanjis thanks to Anki. And I moved on to Joyo 2136 kanjis. Halfway done, and about 2 days ago, I finished my vocab book. Still, there are some words that I don't remember, so I'm gonna go through it over a few more times. After hours and hours of memorizing vocab books, grammar, and listening to Japanese videos, I finally started reading a book. 不謹慎かもしれないと思いながらも Oh yeah, also to prepare myself for the conversation, I memorized a bunch of sentences that might be useful for me. Useful phrases like 英語で何ですか?ゆっくり話してください。すごい。そうっすね。いいな。嘘。The final day, day 100. So, I got rated by a native Japanese teacher, and she said I sound like a smart Japanese elementary schooler. Well, kind of immature, but still Japanese, I guess. I'll call it a 70% success. Yeah, and on my next video, to get a proof that I speak Japanese, I'll be challenging myself to pass the hardest level in Japanese language proficiency test. So don't forget to subscribe, and thank y'all for watching. Bye bye.